I didn't think my avatar would jump straight in. Hello! Hi nobody! Hi Sujik! Scuzzy! Welcome! And Rhubarb! Rhubarb's here too! Welcome! Yes, hi Sujik! Hi nobody! Hi Scuzzy! Hi Rhubarb! Oh man, we've got 3 custom scrungles in already. That was quick. Hang on, wait. 4. And... 5. Uned, welcome! Oh, that's 6! Hi, Uned! I'm really happy with how Uned's turned out. I love the, I really appreciate all the races in Starbound, except the Glitch. The Glitch are kind of boring. And the monkey ones. And the humans are obviously just humans, but all the other races in Starbound are really interesting and creative. Like the Florians being like cannibalistic flower people. No, carnivore plant people. And then the Hylotl being like weeaboo axolotls. And then there's the, I forget what their name is, the Nova Kid. The Nova Kid being like fire cowboys. It's so cool. I'd really love to play. Do you think we could have like a second community thing going? We have like Minecraft going one day, and then we have Starbound going another day. Would that be too much? Rhubarb says, I'm gonna leave for a bit, finish the video I've been watching, and return shortly. Good luck! Enjoy your video, Rhubarb! Miss you! And it says, bonjour to all. Ah, yes. Oui, croissant. Where are my wrist straps? Oh, there they are. Yeah, nobody. How you doing? This guy says, the hat was racist. What? No, it wasn't. You can't be racist against French people. They're not people. They're a completely different species of half-frog hybrid creatures. Nobody says, I'm doing things. Ooh, excellent. What things? Can we do things too? Una says, I don't know if I should purchase game from Chucklefish, especially since they were exploiting Starbound dev. Yeah. I've heard the drama about the Starbound development. But I mean, yeah, it's bad. And I do very much encourage ethical consumer practices. The world isn't going to change unless people start, engaging in more ethical consumer practices. Things. Ooh, well, I do like things. Good luck with your things, nobody. But Terraria, though. But yes, I absolutely respect your wish to engage in. No, not just respect. I applaud your desire to engage in ethical consumer practices. It is very important, and it's one of the best things you can do as just a regular person. So yes, good on you for being aware and taking a principled position, Unit. I'm proud of you. I wasn't aware of all the stuff when I purchased Starbound. Scuzzy says, BRB! Lurge. I see Scuzzy's committing to the Lurge. There you go. Lurking's fun too. Anywho, today we're working on Scrungles! Would you believe it? Working on Scrungles on a Thursday? Couldn't be me. Good luck with your things, nobody! So Sujik, how you doing today, buddy? Oh wait, Lassitude? Oh, hi, Lassitude! Okay, so I struggle... I'm sorry I always miss Lassitude. It's because they have a pink name, and nobody also has a pink name, and their names are kind of roughly the same length, so I kind of, like... I'm sorry, Lassitude, Senpai's noticed you. Turtle, welcome! Oh, we got a turtle streaking in chat, let's go! We love a streaking turtle. Oh man, we've got so many custom Scrungles in already! Wait, where's Turtle? Wait. Huh? Oh, there they are. Oh! Interesting. If you... Okay, so I just found a bug, very interesting bug. If you open up with a streak, the Scrungle, the chat party software doesn't pick you up. It doesn't drop you in. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Not so redeems. Oh! I wonder... So I'm just brainstorming in my head how I might get around that. Maybe if I looked for names, then people could mention... And that, yeah. In the API even? Yeah, I don't know if there's a way around that. I'll have a look into it. Anywho, today we're working on Chili Chomps! We do so love Chili Chomps. King, welcome! Hi! So, Chili Chomps has got some really cool ideas going for them. I am very hyped for this one, the chomping. Have I already started this? Oh, I have already started this. Okay, so we're going to be finishing off the chomps. So it's kind of like, yeah, just biting on this poor fella. Which I presume is going to be King. I don't remember what color. Oh yeah, we're going to go with a, like, orange color for it. Okay, I think this tier here needs to move just a little. Turtle says, look, while I make some chicken fajitas. Ooh, fajita. Nice. I had golden curry for dinner tonight, and I made extra for the next couple of days. So I'm not going to need to do any cooking for a little bit, which is good, because I'm not going to have time to cook. So she says, eat well, Turtle. King, welcome back. How you doing, buddy? So let's do some tweaking on this here. Just needs to move just a little. It feels inorganic if this tier isn't moving. It just feels, yeah, just doesn't feel quite right. So let's just give it a little bit of a stretch. Doesn't need to be a lot. We're using the wrong brush. We should be on Pixel Brush. And I just recently discovered if you hold Shift and drag out with the Wacom pen, it changes the brush size. So today I learned. It's going to be very useful. King says, Turtle, Lass, Sashik, Miss Nobody, Unit, Pie, Sleepy Fox, Fire, what the fuck? Oh, Foxfire's the bot. So whenever you roll dice, it's Foxfire that replies. That's what I use for the Firebot system. That's the one. I should really give Firebot a Scrungle. They've been working so hard, rolling dice and all that. What's that? Last dude, wave! But yeah, last dude, hi, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so I think we want this to be a fiber, so this is the max extent of... Oh, hang on, we haven't done the inner ear for this. So inner ear goes here. King says, also, why am I getting hugged by Chili? Why wouldn't you want to be hugged by Chili? What, are you against being hugged? I didn't know we had a hug hater in chat. Okay, so next up, duplicate frame, and now we're going to erase out all of this and start bringing everything down. Foxfire wants a raise. King says, Firefox gets a raise for all the hard work. I don't pay them. I think a raise... Okay, I'll give them a raise of 50%. And of course, 50% of nothing is nothing. So, yay! Congratulations on your raise, Foxfire. Lassitude says, doing well, just keeping up with work. Ah, I see. Well, good luck, buddy. And thanks for visiting. And hanging out. And stuff. Scuzzy says, I'm back. Welcome back, Scuzzy. King says Foxfire wants a raise. Yeah, and I gave him a raise. I gave him a raise of 15%. Sheik says, welcome back, Scuzzy. Scuzzy says, hi, Fox, Turtle. Hi, Lassie. Hey, I'm you. Hey, Sashik. Hey, nobody. Rissy, welcome. And happy lurking, buddy. Thanks for the luck. Actually, it's really appreciated. I hugely appreciate Rissy always coming by and committing to the lurk. It's a nice vote of confidence. Okay, so it comes in. So now we're flexing out. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot. That's okay. I'm here for it. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, so we're flexing back now. We've done the flex up. Now I've got to flex back down and reset the animation. So, first step for that, so it's been flexing in along here, so now we've got to flex out. So this is the out breath. This bit comes out. And what we're also doing is raising up these cheek floofs. So we're going to have the cheek floofs do that little flick. Swish and flick. While still coming out a little. So it's kind of like lagging a bit with their animation. This is coming out. This is coming out. And it's just going to flick up. Kind of like a last hurrah for that motion. King says, no, that's great, but that's one of my kids and they're crying. Huh? I don't understand. Sky says, and hi Riz, and hi Rhubarb. King says, by the way, I got no idea what that's supposed to say. MC45, welcome! Oh, you have new emotes. Cool. Congrats. Okay, so ears coming up, and then and head's coming up. So now we want to bring the head down a little. But again, have the ears flick just a little further. And this part of the ear is going to be coming down, but the ear floof is going to be flicking up. Like so. That'll probably do. King says, yellow's me, and that other one is my kids like Doc. Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, so she casts unlimited joy and kindness. Aw. Oh, and they're rolling with a loaded dice. An 18! Yay! Thank you, Sujik. Chat is overwhelmed with kindness. King says, I cast no joy upon me and myself. Why would you do that? Scully says, oh god, Red Hot Chili Peppers is playing, such a vibe. Oh man, I have such good memories of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Just listening to them while cruising down to the beach. Little surfboards on the top rack. Good times. I'm gonna need to animate these eyes as well. Almost forgot about that. Let's see. Okay, so the ear floof is going to be flicking up, like so. And there we go. Now, how the... Okay, so the eyes have been moving up and out. So that means they're going to be coming in and down. A little something like that, I think. King says... What's wrong, gang? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait, you rolled with advantage? Oh, King says I got a gift randomly by a VTuber. Oh, congrats! Wait, why... You say that like it's a bad thing. And this eye here just comes straight down. Do you not like the gift? Do you not like the VTuber? And the snoot is going to be coming up. Hang on, wait. So it's biting down. Biting down. And I think we're going to have the mouth come straight up for this one. So it's kind of like doing that thing where they kind of like let go a bit, and they go forwards, and they just grab and pull back in. You know? This guy says, oh, and TikTok is teasing me, tempting me. It keeps showing me mosh pits in System of a Down concerts. It's still too late to get tickets in Poland, and I'm tempted. Looks like such a good time. Oh, man. I bet it would be. Those guys run pretty good concerts. King says, no, it's not. I love the new emos. Why is he eating my child? Look, it's what Chili Chomps wanted. Tell you what, when we get around to doing your emo, you can have it be whatever you want. Sky says, I don't have the money, but I could borrow money for the concert and just hitchhike to Poland. Are you sure that's a good idea? Okay, so now for the tail, we got to do the again the classic swish and flick. So the tip of the tail is going to continue moving upwards, whereas the base of the tail is going to start moving back. Austin says kiss. Aww. King says Aussie big kiss. Adorable. Scotty says, but System of a Down. Yeah, I know, buddy. So it's going up. So now this part's going to come down. This part here is going to come in. And this part here is going to come up. Just a little. Okay, this part's going to come out a bit. Congrats on the new emotes, King. Okay, and so for this part here, I want the blob creature to kind of flick out. So we're gonna go right click, copy, right click. Choose in, rises up. I'm gonna paste this in. And then I'm gonna trace the green for the blob. Because we want it to be flicking forwards. Like Jello. So Chompy's having a hard time consuming this little guy, because he's kind of like a little Jello creature. Austin says cute! Sky says, I wish tickets were as cheap as they were back in the day. Oh yeah, inflation's a bitch. King says, you know, a Minecraft RP I really like now has a Discord and has his VA leaked his house and he said there was a meet and greet. Oh, cute. I think. Okay, let's give that a play. See how it looks. That doesn't feel quite right. Right click, copy keyframe, paste keyframe, add a completely blank keyframe here. I think we'll just tween this. Yeah, I think tweening will do fine. King says Oh, Lassiter says, quite suspicious. Indeed. And the ear continues to come down. Like so. I think? Probably? Yeah, that feels about right. That goes there. Um. Hmm. So she says, the little guy getting eaten looks so sad. He does. I mean, you'd be pretty sad too if you're getting eaten by a Chompy. Or Chili Chomps. I feel like being sad about getting eaten is the appropriate response. It's okay, he'll be fine. Slimes are remarkably resilient creatures. Just realized this spike's in entirely the wrong place. I think that's where it needs to be? Probably? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. But yes, I'm glad he looks sad. Weirdly. Exactly what I was going for. Also, King seems quite distressed by the situation, which is also fun. Sorry, King. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few slimes. Okay, and then the mouth here is going to be lunging forwards. And the slime is going to be bouncing back, so we're just going to tween this. If those don't know, tween is basically just taking two keyframes and drawing between them. Hence the name tween. Short for in between. So the tears bouncing back to here, the eyes bouncing back to there, eyebrows are pretty straightforward, so just there and there. Eye, tear. Okay, let's give that a play. That looks pretty good. I think some kind of like little stretch lines on the creature might be in order, but aside from that, we're doing pretty good. So we'll start with just like a little bit of stretch, and then as it gets more chewed, stretch, it'll bounce back. So let's try that. Yeah, that's pretty good. How are you feeling, Sleepy? I'm kind of tired, but oh no, my model's seized up again. I'm feeling like it's time to actually go out and buy a web camera because this hacked up phone solution is it's not keeping up. Note to self: use subscriber money to buy an actual webcam. Ooh, I think those stretch lines to stretch in. Right now I've got them stretching down for some reason, so we need to get them to stretch like that. Let's try playing that. Alright, cool. I'm actually pretty happy with that. But yeah, Sujik, how you doing, buddy? Colorizing. Boom. We actually have a bit of colorizing to do because, Chili Chomps' character has some really cool patterns. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this. Oh, they also said that they want the pattern to flow down their tail, if at all possible. So we'll come back and do that last, if we have time. We'll make that an optional. Ruba, welcome back! The video was nice. Oh, what was it about? If you don't mind our asking. So she says, I'm alright, thank you. Welcome back, Ruba. Wonderful. It was about Dendaron 64. Very fun. Oh, wait, is that the horror Nintendo 64 game? I think I remember watching a video about that. Alright, let's do some color picking. Boop, and boop. And I think we'll start with the... Start with the top part. Yeah, we'll paint this bit in first. Kind of comes in over the eyes. And down to the nose. Like so. Hang on. Do I want to do this? I want to do this a separate layer. Make it, oops, a lot easier to animate this on if the pants are on a separate layer. Reverb says Dendron, like Ronodendron. Ronodendron? Ronodendron. Man, that's a mouthful. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh man, I wonder if there's actually been a lot of ARGs that I've been really interested in that I haven't like really checked up on. Like, has Mandela Catalog done anything lately? What about oh, what was the other one? There was three I was really into. There was the Mandela Catalog, Local 58, and there was a third one. Mandela Catalog, Local 58, and Gemini Home Entertainment. Rubo says, I think you would like Lambuland. Okay, what's Lambuland about? Okay, so this bit here goes along there to the mouth. Oh, but the mouth is, the bottom part of the mouth is pretty much hidden, so we don't need to worry about that. So we just need that pattern there, and this pattern goes up to about here. How's that? We don't need this, anymore. That works. Rubo says Volume 6 is out. It's an actual ARG you can play. It's a defunct kid's website with an entity living in the game. Oh, well, that's fun. By fun, I mean horrifying. Which is also fun. And now the eyebrows. So this part here is that color, and then we've got the pointy eyebrows that go here and here. It's a web-based ARG, very fun. It says I cast 10k on Gamba. What? I mean, good luck. Roll a 1. Oh no, you not 1'd on Gamba. I don't know what Gamba is, but yeah, I guess you're broke. Reverb says it has puzzles and it uses the inspect tool. Oh, I use the inspect tool every day. Reverb says I put paprika in your water with lemon juice. Is that good? Not sure how I feel about this. I've never tried paprika with lemon juice in water. So that was indeed spicy. No, it's not. It was one of those weird diet hacks. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so we want something like that. So yeah, we want this stuff to be that color. We want this tuft to be that color. Actually, no. We want this stuff to be that color. And then we want a split down here. The tip to be that color. Yeah, that'll do. Good enough. Rubo says it's just basically plain water. Oh, BRB got notified that Sleepy Fox was live. Gotta pop in for my streak. Huh? Huh? But I'm Sleepy Fox. Wait, Rubo, you're not seeing another Sleepy Fox, are you? Cries. How could you? Confusion is a tool. Sleepy Fox hurt themselves in their confusion. Okay, so that's our first layer of, frame of the colors done. Colors shouldn't be too hard. We're going to start with just the base. Oh no, I'm going to sneeze. believe I'm still symptomatic. I've had this for like 2 weeks. Colds aren't supposed to last this long. Probably because I just haven't been taking time off. Rubo says, but Dendron 64 hit my feels, my lord. I see. Are you into any other AIG kind of things? Or is it just Dendron? They're also turning it into a real game. I can't wait. Ooh. But yeah, are you into any of the other AIGs like Mandela Catalog or Local 58 or what was the other one? Gemini. Do you watch any of those things? Rupert says Mandela Catalog, Local 58, Walton Files. I'm trying to remember the last one. Gemini? Oh, there was the other one. The Monument Mythos. Oh, Oakburn Ocus. That's cool. Oakburn Opus. Actually, I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to look into those. I do love me some good, Gemini never did it for me. That's fair. Oh, Electroshock! Hello! Welcome! Welcome, Raiders! We're working on Scrungles today. Today is, International Scrungle Day. Ruben says, hi, Shark! Hi, Shark! Electroshock says, my stream crashed. Oh, no! You were having technical issues last stream as well. Oh, wait, no. That was that was Rosalie. Rosalie was having technical issues yesterday, too. What happened? Was it like a connection thing? Was it a system thing? Welcome. Sorry, it's under such dire circumstances. After Shark says, OBS crashed on the ending screen. Oh, interesting. Oh, it crashed. Okay, so it crashed just as you were ending things. Well, that's, fortunate. At least it waited until the end. Poor little guy. Held on as long as he could. After Shark says, hope you two are doing well. Yes, we're doing wonderful. Although, yeah. I misclicked ending. Oh, I see, I see. So he says, hope you are awesome yourself. Aw. And then it crashed. Well, how'd your stream go? I saw you were doing music stuff towards the end. Always love to see that. You feeling like you got some of that creative energy back in you? Nope, lol. Might R-fight guy, though. Oh, you mean little guy? Sounds like a great idea. We'll give a quick preview of how this is, coming along in a sec. Once we've done these last few color layers. Oh, Electroshock says, gotta roll out. Good luck, Electroshock. Thank you so much for the raid. And, have a good one. MC says, I'm on Artfight too. Oh, wow, everyone's on Artfight. I feel like I'm like the only person on Twitch right now who's not Artfighting. I should probably get... It's probably too late for me to get into it though, right? Like, you know, I don't have like a reference sheet or anything. Like, what the hell am I gonna do? I'll definitely be in on it next year. Or next time they have it. Wait, is it a yearly thing? I presume it's annual. So she says, take care, Shark! Aw. MC says, I mean, I have yet to make my first attack on someone, but I'm TI 84 plus on that side. Oh, what's with that? Hang on. MC 45. What's with the naming convention? Is there some kind of method to the numbers and the letters? Una says 3K on cheating. Will I win that? 9. I don't know if that passes. I presume it doesn't. I don't. What's the difficulty on cheating? Like I don't have enough information to make a like DM ruling on that. Rubo says I'm an art fight. I haven't attacked or actually drawn. Aw. Well, no time like the present. Hey, we can draw together. We can study hall it. Why are you not color picking? There we go. White. Thank you. Color pick the blue. My color pick has been very misbehaving a lot lately. I didn't actually need to color that frame. Wait, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I did. Rubo says rolling for burger. Burger. Oh, 17. Heck yeah. That's a pretty damn good burger. Yo, a quarter pounder. Did you know that I forget who it was. I think it was Burger King tried introducing the 1/3 pounder, and no one bought it because they thought it was smaller. Why would I? Want to get the thing with the smaller number? I don't want a smaller burger, and it's gonna cost me more? What are you talking about? Not understanding that 1/3 is larger than a quarter. MC45 says, the naming convention? I just have inconsistent names on different platforms, sadly. I'm trying to fix it, kind of. Oh, okay, so it's just a keyboard cat kind of thing? That looks pretty good. Alright, let's continue on with the patterning. So, we're going to go with a blank keyframe, onion skinning. We'll start with the top part. Rubo says that was Wendy's, and I know it's in 3rd grade math class in America. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad they're teaching that stuff. Let's see. So it's coming up. That means this line here should probably come up just a little. And then this part here comes down a little. This part here goes up a little. I think this will be fine. I hope this will be fine. Let's just do the dark gray stuff first, and we'll come back and do all the eyebrows and the cheek floof and all that later. Austrian says, potato! Hey, Austrian, welcome! How goes things? MC45 says, 1/3 is much larger than 1/4. How could they not buy into that? Oh, right, everyone dislikes fractions. Yeah. I mean, I don't wanna bully them too much though, because I know a lot of people who are just not great with maths, and it's not their fault. Some people just struggle with this sort of thing. Alright, new frame! Lochno, welcome! Ocean says, me good! Yay! So she says, hey Lochno! Lochno says, hi! Rubo says, 3 is smaller than 4, so of course it's smaller. I mean, okay. So, to be fair, in the TTRPG system I'm developing, I'm avoiding anything related to fractions like the plague for exactly that reason. Because people, it's just unintuitive. When people are trying to make split-second decisions, you don't want to be dealing with fractions. So that it is kind of on Wendy's for trying to force people to deal with fractions when they just here for a fucking burger, man. They're not here to do maths. But yeah, poor call on Wendy's side for sure, but still kind of embarrassing. Okay, new frame. Boop. Wait, an empty frame. There we go. Boop. And then this one's gonna come out a little. Right along here, and then go straight to the nose. And back up here. Rubo says, if they said weight instead of fractions, it probably would have worked. Yeah, but it's just not as catchy, you know? Like, everyone knows what a quarter pounder is. But yeah, I see what they were going for, but yeah, poor informed decision. Blank frame. No, black frame. Blank frame. Black frame. Blank frame. There we go. Got it. Nailed it. Well, what would you have called it, Rhubarb? Rhubarb says, hear me out. Saying weight makes it sound luxury though, like a steak. Oh. Okay, so what would you have called it then? How would you pitch a name to the committee? 8-ounce steak burger. Ooh, that is genius. That is pretty clever. So I gotta blow my nose real quick. I'm getting all gunked up. All this talk about burgers is getting me all choked up. Ugh, I'm not nearly as bad as I was, but still surprised I'm still struggling with this damn virus. Alright, that's pretty good. Now we're going to do the eyebrows. MC45 says, when Costco 16-ounce burger. Oh, Costco had a 16-ounce burger? Rubo says, it's Costco, how dare you? Rubo says, 32 ounce is more like it. Wow, 64-ounce burger. How much? I don't know what this means. These are all American numbers. Can we get this in, not American? Rubo says, Minecraft burger. What? Can we get some help for the non-Americans, please? That's okay, I can look it up myself. Ounce. 2 grams. 64 ounces is... That's... What? That's nearly 2 kilograms? Huh? That can't be right. That's 1.8 kilograms. That's insane. That's huge. What is a 16-ounce burger? 16 ounce. Man, that's half a kilogram. That's crazy. That's so much burger. How much burger do you need? River says, we were joking, Fox. You see, the burger is really small. We just shred tungsten into it so it's heavier. Ah, yes, gotta love those heavy metals. We call it the Flint, Michigan. The Flint burger. It's for the Flintstones crossover. Solid gold burger. Revo says, you know what they say? Ooh, wah ah ah ah. Oh, wah. My throat is not in any condition to do that, but I think you get the idea. I hope you get the idea. Okay, let's give that a play. See how these eyebrows work. That's wrong. There we go. Give that a play. Good enough. Now to do the chops. That should be fairly easy. It's going from here to... Yeah. So from the top of the cheek thing to the edge of the mouth. Rubo says heavy metal reference. Ah, I see what you're doing did there. Rubo says, imagine Chili's as a screamo concert. Wah. Wah. Yeah, no, it's not happening. It's kind of hard to do that with a stuffy nose. Wah. It just sounds embarrassing when you're trying to do it with a blocked nose. Rubo says, the number 15 guy. Huh? Is that an American reference? Only Americans will understand. Okay, next up, this one. Reverb says also it was the size of a groom. Wait, also it was the size of a full-grown pizza. Full-grown pizza? The pizzas grow on trees in America now? That'd be pretty rad. Don't mind a pizza tree. Okie dokie, let's give that a play. Boop, oh, boop, and play. There we go. We got a chili chomping chewing. Like chewy chomps. Reverb says Fox, I swear, are you rage baiting or do you seriously not know chills? I don't. I'm sorry. I don't understand what's going on. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. Yeah, I got no idea what's going on. I'm sorry. Legitimately not rage baiting for once. I only ever rage bait, Mizuki. Okay, so that's the, I believe that's the luck? Yeah, lurking is done. Reverb says, had to leave a bit to definitely not get a link so I can show the people what I miss. Nothing. We just finished off the lurking. Hang on, I'm just curious. What do we got planned for tomorrow? Oh, Fan Off Friday, of course. We got emotes. Awesome. Let's see. Alright, so I think the next job would be the running. And then we'll do the away one last. So yeah, let's do movement, and then we'll do away. And I kind of want to... I think I'm... So Chili Chomp said that canonically their character has this trait with the colors on their tail kind of like flow down. That's a lot of work. To get it flowing and wagging at the same time, and then getting them synced up. I think that's asking a bit much. Wait, Fox, I might be a little dumb. That's okay, buddy. We're all a little dumb. Reverb says, I thought your Twitch profile pic was a fox with a horn. You're not the first one to say that. I'm not a unicorn, Fox. It's a hammock. It's... yeah. Yeah. That one's on me. Let me show you the full picture. But yeah, you're definitely not the first person to assume that. Alright, let's sleep Fox. There we go. Oh wait, that's that's Alfred. There we go. That's the full one. And I made this years ago. Years and years and years ago. But yeah, that's the full logo thing. Is that your game studio title? Yeah. It was going to be. Let's see. Okay, we'll just call this run. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna get a print screen of this again. I just deleted it. But yeah, we actually need that. But yeah, well, I have developed games. They weren't very good, but it's the thing that happened. I was working on a game called Waifu Box. It was going to be a Tamagotchi kind of thing, like a little pet simulator thing, but with like cute little monster girls. My supposed studio name was Cactus Flower Games, but I kind of don't continue. I'm sorry. But yeah, the game didn't end up going anywhere. The whole AI craze cooked off, and all of a sudden the marketplace, the Steam store, got absolutely flooded with AI generated waifu games. So yeah, that didn't end up going anywhere because there was no way we were going to be able to get any attention with AI slop just completely oversaturating everything. But I'm glad I gave it a go. So, now we need to do a Chili Chomps running. So, I think we'll just go ahead and... Okay, so the tail's gonna be kind of important. Let's bring up the base. Use this as a reference. Nice to have everything looking at least a little bit similar. Rube says, I'm sorry? Sorry about what? What have you done? Rhubarb, what did you do? So she says it's okay. The waifu box. Yeah. That was the title. Sky says, sorry, I was PvP in Minecraft. Oh, how'd it go? Did you win? Una says, how's the arting going? Pretty good. We got the idol done. This is, oh, this is fine. So this is the idol, chomping away. Om nom nom. Sky says, I won twice. Oh, congrats! Rhubarb says, hello, Scuzzler, welcome back. Rhubarb says, ooh, cute. It is pretty cute. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. And now we're working on the running. Yes! I'm very, very excited for, Chili Chomps to see. I hope they make a showing today. Although I think they got work. So yeah, they're probably busy today. But it would be wonderful if they made it. Udit, how you doing, buddy? Austin says rock. Uh, paper. Unit says continue on drawing art fight. Oh, cool. Rubo says, I love it when my goober is behind your goober, Fox. It looks like Rubot is on fire. Lithium fire. Oh! You mean the the Foxfire? Yeah, that's the bot. The little fire thing. That's the bot's guy. My guy's disappeared. That's me. or my Easter version. Oh man, I really gotta make a me. I've been so busy making Scruggles for everyone else, I haven't really made one for myself. Yes! Scuzzy loves the fire. Rubo says, hear me out. Sleepy says, Sleepybot is my distant cousin. Oh yeah! Rubo says, Sleepy Fox Orb. Well, hang on. Hang on. That's already been claimed, though. I can't do that. I've got to, hang on. Chat avatars, chat party, repo. Where is she? Yeah, see? It's already been claimed. Crow's already rolling. You didn't know about Crow? Yeah, Crow's awesome. We love Crow. They were very insistent that they be put in jail for their lurk. For some reason. Rubo says, no! It's giving no diabito, roll back to the kitchen. But yeah, that's Crow. They're very cute. We love Crow. Gotta love Family Guy references. Oh yeah, that's Crow. We love a bit of murder in chat. Can we get a murder in chat for Crow, even though they're not here? They're gonna need the hair. Oh shoot, I don't have YouTube open. I hope Chaos isn't yelling slurs at me. Slurs at me. Why'd you have to repeat that bit? Okay, cool. No one's in the YouTube chat. Awesome. Love it when no one watches my YouTube. Nobody says I did a little something on Discord you can share. Oh, okay. Let's take a peek. Is it in self-promo? It is in self-promo. Oh, cute. Sleepy Dragon. Aw, bless. That's very cute. Is this Odyssey? Yay! Scuzzy commits murder in chat. Thank you, Scuzzy! But yeah, it's very cute. Is this on the... Did you do this on the new tablet? Oh, is my thing broken again? Why do you keep breaking? Wake up. There we go, we're good. Nobody says? Yes, new tablet indeed. It's not done yet. Yeah, but it's still looking pretty dang good. Keep up the great work. And then finally an ear on the other side. Like so. Some ear floof. Alright, and a tail. And because it's just landed, the tail is going to be... Hang on, so it goes down, lands. So the tail will be something like this. But yeah, it seems like you're really getting the hang of the new tablet, Nobody. That's awesome. Well done. Nobody says, it's so pretty and clean. I love this new tablet. Wonderful. Ah, so happy you two are getting along. That'll do. Nobody says, also, I can finally draw straight lines! Huzzah! Why is that important? I mean, we do love straight lines, but why? Nobody says, very happy with the tablet. Wonderful! Because I'm gay. Rubab says, queer icon. To he able to draw straight lines. Even I can't do that. God damn it, you beat me to it. You just have to be quicker next time, Rubab. You gotta be fast to beat the, nobody. Nobody's better. Nobody's better than Rhubarb. Alright, frame 1. Frame 1. Boom. Done. Frame 2. Boop. We're gonna want onion skinning for this, because otherwise I'm gonna have no idea what's going on. Rhubarb says, I can't type fast. Fox has... Fox Eye has SFF. What is SFF? SSF. Okay, what is SSF? Nobody being smug and adorable. SFF. Okay, what is SFF? Slow fucking fingers. Happy lucky nobody! I wonder if nobody's in on the art fights this year. Rubab says, I can't type quickly, I'm bad at it. Yeah, me too. I type like a boomer as well. It's frustrating. I'll look at folks like, oh my god, Yemi is insanely fast at typing. You have no idea how fast to type a Yemi. It's uncanny. They can type faster than I can talk, I swear. Rubab says, nobody isn't doing art fight? I'm doing art fight. Oh yeah. I said yeah. I said nobody isn't doing art fight. Uh, I know you're doing art fight. Ozzy says, "Fox, I was talking to my cult brother on Discord, and he said I have aura. Do I have aura? I think you got some pretty good aura. I definitely appreciate your aura." Although I think aura is highly subjective. Ozian says, thanks, good sir. Thank you, buddy. Dozy, welcome! Happy Scrungles Day. Thank you, Dozy. How you doing, Dozy? Oh, Dozy, you've got a Final Fantasy 14 icon? How'd you get that? North America main scenario quest. Watching FanFest North America. Oh, for 60 minutes. Oh, that's cool. I wish I had one of those. Wait, Dozy, do you play FF14? Um, I used to play a lot of FF14. A lot of FF14. Pretty glad I don't right now. Oh boy, I would not have the time for it at the moment, but I had a good time of it when I did. Dozy says, I do play and love FF14. Ah, have you been doing the new Moon quests? The Moon version of Ishgard, the Ishgardian restoration on the Moon? Oh man, I'm kind of miffed I'm missing out on that. I also missed out on Ishgardian restoration, and now I'm missing out on the Lunar restoration. It feels bad, man. Feels bad. Dozy says, I actually started a new character and have been taking my stream through main story quest for the very start. Oh, we'll be finishing Heaven's Ward. Wait, how long have you been? How long have you been going? Like, how long since you started the new character? That's very quick. I remember Heaven's Ward first time took me ages to get through. Happy looking nobody. Oh, yeah, read that. Dozy says, I'm streaming FF14 once a week, so it's been a few months. Ah, I see. Well, I'll definitely have to try and catch you, cause yeah, like I said, I've been missing FF14 a bit. What class are you maining? Are you maining a class? Well, I mean, if you're starting from scratch, of course you gotta have a main. I used to joke that I mained Crafter. It wasn't even a joke. I really love crafting. Da, 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 da. Dozy says, I'm a warrior because I have the tank mindset. Fell cleave. Let's go! I think my main was, Dork Knight. I just love the aesthetic. Call me H if you have to, but I like the Dark Knight lifestyle. Brother Tank. Yeah! I used to also be very good at team leading. Like okay, 'cause people in dungeons, they love a healer. Second thing they love most is a tank. But the thing they love, well, okay. The second best thing is a healer. The third best thing is a tank, but the thing people really appreciate in a dungeon is a leader. And if the leader is either a healer or a tank, people get really hyped about that. Like someone who's willing to say, "Hey, do this. Let's do that. Is everyone okay? How you doing? You keeping up with the heals, buddy?" Um, maybe we could pull a few more mobs. The AOE. You know, just someone who checks in on everyone. People really appreciate that. Rubo says, I think in either gonna start programming a game or set up campaign. Ooh, what kind of campaign? New frame. Rubo says, well, my politics-based one keeps burning me out. Oh, I see. Ancient Wonder? Oh, Ancient, oh, it's a pun. That's cute. Ancient Wonder, thank you so much for the follow. That's actually a pretty cute pun. I like that. Ancient Wonder. um, Dozy says, oh, that's cute. I got no idea what that is, but it looks pretty cute. Rubab says, so I think I might go with a Feywild campaign. Ooh. You mean it's like set in the Feywild? I can imagine that'd be a good bit of fun. The shenanigans that could entail. Ancient Wonder says, I was Lurk at Azura's. Oh, wonderful, you're an Azura fan. We love Azura. Electroshock has been such a amazing, wonderful friend, and their music is really cool. And yeah, much appreciation for Electroshock. But yeah, thank you so much for the follow, and I hope you enjoy your stay. It's okay if you just want to lurk here. I don't mind being a second screen streamer. I appreciate you just being here. So yes, thank you. Rupert says, yep, but it's still gonna have the brutality of my Dark Fantasy campaigns. Ooh. No. Scuzzy, no. Scuzzy, please, don't be that guy. We want to be supportive and kind and loving. But yes, Ancient Wonder, thank you so much for the follow. If you want to like, that's cool. But if you want to chime in, we'd love to hear from you. But no pressure either way. Just glad to have you with us. Dozy says, takes one to know one. Rubeb says, it's gonna be a bit of homebrew, but I'm a right. Yes! We got a writer in chat. Cool. Scotty says, oh yeah, I'm a nerd. Such a nerd. Yummy! Hello! Welcome! Yummy been munching the popcorn. I wouldn't mind some popcorn. Do you have popcorn to share? Can I have some popcorn? You know what? I want to listen to the Valhalla soundtrack. Hall A OSD. Beautiful. Yemi says, yeah, sure. I even have a flavicol. What is flavicol? I've heard you mention this before. What the heck is a flavicol? He says, senior nerd. Ooh. Yemi says, hello, folks. Scuzzy says, folks, has need talking about you. What? Oh, being talking about you. Probably. Rubab says, hi, Yemi. Yemi says, popcorn salt. Oh, the stuff movie theaters put in. Oh. Wait, is it like... But is there other stuff in it? Like, is it just salt? Like, why do they call it flavicol then? Why don't you just call it salt? Also, it seems like my avatar's seized up again. Yeah, easy fix. Dozu says, last time I played, before the stream's character, was when there was still releasing content between Endwalker and Dawntrail. It's been a few years, so everything feels new again. Oh, wonderful. Glad you're getting that new experience. And oh my god, is it frozen again? Wake up! There we go. Yes, Yummy, how you doing? Yummy says, my understanding is that lab coal is that it's salt processed differently. Oh. So it's like a finer grain? Or something? I presume it's just like really, really fine so that it like sticks to the popcorn better. Yummy says, yes! Wonderful! That too. Maybe it's also the shape of the grains? Maybe they got like square grains so that they have more friction or something? I don't know. Arctic Champion! Hi, Arctic Champion! Ah, I see you found the EXP test. That actually does nothing. Yes! Hello! Welcome to another wonderful Scrungle day. Rubab says, I remember one detail about my Feywild campaign before I actually, well, decided to enjoy D&D with people who play the game. And that was... from Skull. Yummy says, I'm doing alright. I just got home from some errands, so I'll enjoy the aircon. Ah, is it... oh man, is the weather in America still being crazy? Oh, I forgot to do the cheek floof. I don't have the cheek floof. It'll be a riot if I don't include cheek floof. Chaos! Welcome! Happy liking, buddy! Kaya Champion says, dang it! Rubab says, oop. Bum skull. Yummy says, it's not terrible, it's comfortably warm, in my opinion. Great day to go swimming. Oh, wonderful! Well, I hope you do manage to get to the beach. I know how much you enjoy the ocean lifestyle. Rubab says, it was a magic liqueur that when you drank it and failed a constitution check, it would make you roll the wild magic table. Ooh. Okay. Arctic Champion says, pineapple pizza. Pineapple pizza. Pineapple pizza. Thanks. Thanks, Arctic. Rubab says, you could only drink it once a day, though, or you'd get cursed horrendously. Oh, I do love a good curse. We do love a good cursing here. Alright, new frame! Boom! Rubab says, I like most my D&D cursed... Hang on, wait. I like most my D&D cursed, so he RP based instead of character based. Oh, okay, yes. Arctic Champion says, I'll get 2 number 9s, 1 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda, and you can put it all on Rhubarbe's tab. Also, thank. Yemi says, I love D&D curses. Ooh, I've got a really good, Okay. You know what? I'll get to that in a second. I'm behind on chat. Reverb says, because blindness just sucks in D&D, but a curse that makes your vision worse and worse over time, and that you have to come to grips with, your own vision fading away. Now that is peak. Reverb says, and I make curses and diseases much worse. Wonderful. Reverb says, there is no cure disease or curse spell. You can still override curses, though. Yemi says, oh, so like trading curses? Ruro says, Arctic, I'm poor and about to go to college. Why? He does that to everyone. It's just their way of saying hello. Let's see, and then hang on, we're gonna need to copy this frame here to the end. Copy keyframe, paste you here. Dozy says, I sipped the liqueur and rolled 1d100, resulting in a 60. What happened to me? Riro says, think like Full Metal Alchemist, equal exchange magic. That's what you need for curse. Oh, okay, so whenever you cast a spell, you get an equally bad curse? Nobody says, I just watched the end of Deltarune, Chapter 5, and I already want Chapter 6. Aww. Riro says, the season changes around you in a cone. Oh, okay. Yemi says, I like curses that it's stabling, but also balancing. I do like the idea of a magic system that's based around curses. That sounds like a good time. Like, rather than spells costing mana or MP or something like that, they cost, you know, you have to roll on a table for curses, and based on the power of the spell. Like, actually, okay, so one good way to do it is you could have, like, a 1 to 20 curses table, and then based on the ranking of the spell, like, for a low-level spell, it might be, like, a D4. For a medium-level spell, it might be a D6, and then so on and so on. And then, based on the number you roll, you take the curse. That could be fun. Curses are equal exchange only. Ah, I see. Dozy says, anything other than summer is fine by me. A curse or reversal time is sick. Rubab says magic being uncontrolled is an amazing thing in my mind. Yeah, me too. I'm not a person like I understand why a lot of people like it, but personally I prefer magic that's a little more unpredictable. Less of a science. I feel like making magic into a science, it kind of defeats the purpose of magic. Like, you just got another science. Why aren't you playing a sci-fi? Dozy says... Oh, hang on. Yemi says, some curses can be seen as gifts, subjectively, especially the ones that are balanced. Ah. Rubo says, wizards start with wish, however. Oh, interesting. Nobody says luck. Happy lurking, nobody! Rubo says, in order to use wish, you must kill all those closest to you. Therefore, for a person's wish to come true, they must be the truest evil. Oh, fair enough. Ba, 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 da, ba. And the tail's gonna do like a little flick thing here, I think. Is that gonna be alright? I don't know. I presume it does a little flick. Hang on. So, you jump up. And it's gonna need to, yeah, it's gonna need to coil around itself, because it's still all the way down there. Dozy says, Angry Sorcerer, I curse thee! It will always rain wherever you go. Me, sounds cozy. I'll go start my immersing sheet irrigation business now. Yemi says, you got it! Rubeb says, that's what happened in Full Metal. The science wasn't understood. People chose artificial suffering instead of the most important idea. Rubeb says, to me, magic is science without understanding. Yeah, isn't that what, Isaac Asimov said? Any, technology sufficiently advanced is indistinguishable from magic. But I feel like that's the magic. Okay, to me, magic is the stuff of dreams. The best kind of magic should operate under dream logic. That is, it's just about the feels and the vibes, and less about. I don't know. It feels like when it's a science, and when there's like real world logic to it, it's just not magic anymore. And even if you're going off like the Isaac Asimov vibe of, oh, it's just something that we don't understand yet, I don't know. It just, again, that's just science with extra steps or fewer steps. Yemi says, I always like the idea of magic being a science our brains are not really allowed to comprehend as mortals. Like being mortals in limitation. Yeah, that's good too. But again, for me, I feel like science, like magic is very much emotion based. It's very soul based. It's very much steeped in spirituality and myth and legend, and completely absent from the scientific method. The science and technology and engineering, that's one thing. As soon as you start trying to apply scientific principles to magic, the magic's dead, and it's not magic anymore. It's just science. So for magic to be legitimate magic, it has to be wholly incompatible with science. Rubo says, you have to think about it in ye olden times. How would you research that? No, yeah, but that's my point. As soon as you start thinking about it as just, oh, we don't have the technology to understand it, you're retroactively making it non-magical. Disney's MC says, Disney World, no, don't ruin the magic thinking. No, it's not about not ruining the magic. It's about having the magic operating in a different realm to the science that would, quote-unquote, ruin it. Reverb said, okay, weirdly, one of my favorite magic systems is actually Adventure Times, the mad, sad sort of thing. It's entirely based off vibes. There is no way to apply science to it because it is as fickle as the human mind. It's like Carl Jung used to say, psychology can never be a science because it's based off one's subjective experience. And someone's subjective experience can never be subject to an objective imperial strategy. And that's where I think magic should fit in. It should always be subjective. There should never be an objective opinion to magic. It should always be about the casters and the subject's subjective experience of it. And the objective scientific definitions should be wholly irrelevant to what's going on. That's just my opinion. That's That's what real magic is. Otherwise, it's just science with extra steps, and that's boring. Rubo says the everyday person couldn't understand that. They would need years of study. Wizards are scientists, and the one guy who just knows all that magically and has an understanding with no study is a sorcerer, a gifted child. Yeah, but again, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying it's just not something I enjoy. Um, Yemi says, well, there are different types of magics. I think the arcane is more of a science kind of magic, while fey or natural magics is something else. There are other kinds of magics too. Yeah, but thing is, especially like with D&D, all of them wind up being arcane. They inevitably, they cannot help themselves but codify and officialize and create all these very rigid systems because they have to. Because oh, they feel they have to. I feel like that there are ways around it, but they feel they have to make it a simulation, less of a game, more of a simulation, and because of that, they lose the magic, and I feel like that's a tragedy. MC says, I mean, it's following vibes instead of rules in a sense. You can still have rules, but those rules need to be very much open to the subjective experience of the player. Cuddler says, quickly, what's a game that you'd like me to stream, but isn't Talos, and why are you trying to tell me to play the Talos Principle? Well, Talos Principle because it has a wonderful story, the soundtrack's great, and the puzzles are, okay, except for the time-based ones, like the one with all swedge, those are horrible, but the puzzles are really good, and Talos 2 is phenomenal, so that's why I'd like you to play Talos Principle. What else? Hang on, what else would... Hmm... Hmm... What about Cloudpunk? Have you heard of a game called Cloudpunk, Cuddler? Um, Rubo says it's like a three-body solution to magic. No. Again, you're thinking in terms of science. Wait, hang on. Are you explaining your idea or trying to understand my idea? Yemi says, nah, druids is where it's at for me. Homebrew druids. Okay. Revo says ancient magic, fundamental arcane. Oh, ancient magic, fundamental arcane, advanced different syntax, and Wicca are homebrewed with equal exchange. Fair enough. But who decides what equal exchange is? Like, to me, some kid on the side of the road is, it's nothing. I could sacrifice that for a bag of chips. But to that kid's parent, that's a big deal. So, what's the value of this kid objectively? Like, again, we're coming to the subjective experience. Unit says, look, still drawing. Good luck with the drawing, buddy. Reverb says, a spell of fire summoning would be ancient, then you could change the syntax and give it distance, a trigger to go fireball arcane. My idea, lol. Ah, okay. Think like material components. Something like that? Um, Cuddler says, so I don't have that one, but it looks good. Okay, Rhubarb says there are also three possible values to determine value. Uh, Bodily, spirituality, and maternity. Okay. MC says, still can't stop thinking about Disney when you describe magic as an emotional, subjective experience. Does that make any sense? I mean, I guess. So, you could say it's Disney, but I also like to think of Tolkien's idea of magic. Tolkien's idea of magic seems to be very, very much a spiritual experience rather than a scientific one. But yeah, I think Disney has a similar idea of magic. It's very much the fantastical, whimsical sort of thing. Just yeah. MC45 says, ironically, as corporate as Disney is now, their classic media sometime ago had to resonate with people in a subjective, magical way. Rhubarb says, basically, in my world, everyone knows ancient magic. It's like basic grade school subject. Okay. Alright, let's give this a play. See how it works. Oh, that doesn't work at all. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that tail. And not a fan of the ears either. Oh no. Oh, it's because we haven't done the last frame. The last frame's just a duplicate. Okay, so we've still got one frame to go. Oh, hang on, we've been doing this wrong. Hang on, you... What the heck? Yeah, you go there. Start falling. Oh man, I've been doing the wrong frame this whole time. Yemi says, did y'all see the D&D movie? I really liked how that kid had to attune to the helmet. I haven't actually seen the D&D movie. I would quite like to. Rubo says, most people can do the basics, but some people can do more advanced methods, and of course, there is Wicca, which is heavily used for curse, so it is often not taught in schools or colleges. Instead, Wicca is passed through family tradition. Oh, fair enough. Aldrin says, my god, a thunderstorm is coming hot in my direction. Ooh. Enjoy the light show. Rubo says, Wicca is like cooking in my world. People have a meal, but there can be many recipes and methods. Ah, fair enough. And then the snoot goes there. I there. Yemi says, because it was not a science, it was something internal and spiritual. Oh, hang on. I think I might miss something. Yemi says, oh, yeah. Ah, I see, I see. I quite like that idea. Rubo says, I really liked the movie. That was a really good scene. Ah, okay, I'll definitely have a go at it. MC says, I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall at this point, but I like the conversation about deciphering what magic should be like in fictional worlds. Yemi says, okay, I'm gonna drag you to Popcorn Palace and we're gonna watch the D&D movie and Dorkiness Rising and Daticus. Alright, sounds wonderful. Ocean says, I'm kinda scared of thunders. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Bow, 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 bow. Yemi says, we all got very different homebrews in our head, don't we? Yeah. Dozy says, I turned I tuned out for a minute for work and I returned to strange descriptions of Wicca. Am I assuming this is about in-game Wicca, not the IRL Wicca? Yeah, we're talking about homebrew ideas of magic and Dozy. Rubo says, for some people, they'll gather local herbs and create a paste, then by using it in a ritual, they can give it a proper magical healing properties. Another method, you can also transfer wounds. A child scraped their knee. If your intent is to take the pain away, you can transfer that damage to yourself and heal the other person. Cute! Yemi says, it's just a little mouse in your wall with a microphone. And really good surround sound speakers trying to learn how to play the drums. Rubo says, it actually brings up one of my things in my world, hags are doctors. Cute. Ozrian says, still scared. Aw. Stay strong, Dozy. Sorry, Ozrian. Yemi says, I'm sorry. Hope it passes soon. Rivub says, dragons are a result of wicked magic. Okay, so jumps up, tail rolls in, then starts coming down. The tail is gonna do a roll. This is gonna break my head, but I think I can do this. So moves up. And then it's gonna roll over like so. Roll like so. Rubo says, a king wished to be mighty enough to slay his foes and protect his beloved. However, after the ritual, he turned into the first red dragon and slayed his enemy. However, When he returned, he attacked his own castle, ruining the kingdom, and then the legend says this day his treasure sits protected and the dragon is forever waiting for a worthy opponent to claim his sword. Cute! Okay, so it rolls over. And then it's going to... like... so... Rumor says, which is my lore way of saying if you try and find a loophole in the magic, it will turn you into a goblin. Cute. Alright, let's give that a play. Huh! Beautiful! Heck yeah, that works really well. Alright, let's get coloring. We'll start with the base. This color. Ba-bum, ba-da, ba-da, ba. Let's turn on... sizing? Perfect. MC45 says obligatory scaly. I mean, I guess. Cursed with scaledom. Don't need onion skinning for this. Rubo says he cared only for his gold and his power. Hence dragon. Frame. MC45 says, okay, but what if we separated the symbolism of the dragon from greed? Interesting. What do you mean by that? Rubo says, just as wrath then, he became an evil fire dragon. Hmm. MC45 says, but what if we separated the dragon from the greed and wrath, and the idea of a dragon was never actually associated to any subjective meaning? Slash HK. Um, Rubo says your status relates to what you become as well. Hmm. Oh, I think maybe what MC is saying here is, what if, the individual doesn't associate, like, yeah. MC says, I'm genuinely curious what forms these associations. Yeah, so is there like some overlord deity who defines what form you become? Like, what if this person's from like an Arabic society or like a Indian society where their idea of greed, like where they have no concept of dragons, like what would they still turn into a dragon? Or like a Native American society? Would they turn into something more Wendigo-like, or would it still be a dragon? Unfortunately, I do have to say there is like a powerful array of deities. Nope, it's based on culture. Oh, okay, fair enough. But what if you have someone from another culture who's immigrated into another region? Would it be their personal, subjective, cultural ideas? Or would it be the cultural ideas of the region? Hmm. Oh, okay, so it is subjective. Alright, patterning. Oh boy, okay, we got this. The running is usually the hardest part, so we just get through this, and then we're on the home stretch. MC45 says, what if it's not some kind of overlord deity and instead just people and their collective semiotics they form? Hmm. Kind of like a, collective unconscious sort of thing. Yeah, like the Jungian collective unconscious, or the, Freudian superego kind of setup. Whoever says, I would say yeah, however, hobos. Fair enough. Whoever says, if you're born in a world where no one knew you existed. Wouldn't that be the ultimate stealth magic? Maybe that's why homeless people make such good thieves, like, you know, the Thieves Guild. Like, why the Thieves Guild is made up entirely of homeless people, because people's subjective opinion of them is that they don't exist, and because they don't exist, they're basically invisible. Like, not just, like, subjectively invisible, they become physically invisible. Austrian says, it seems like the Falak and the Bahamut are kind of Arabic dragon things. Yeah. But I think I don't know, I think the Western interpretation of Bahamut is of a dragon, but I don't think the Arabic interpretation of it is. Rubab says you trick the Wicca system, then who would know what you change into? Fox, what? No, they're homeless because they aged out the orphanage because their parents were killed in a tragic backstory. Oh, of course. My bad. The ice blue of the eyes is next. Rubab says, you should know this, Fox. Every rogue has a tragic backstory. Of course they do. Oh, we don't need to do that frame. Okay, that's the eyes done. Next up is the mouth. So let's grab the mouth color, that's that one. Alright, so the mouth is the bottom half of this chop to the bottom of the mouth. Oh, I haven't done the fangs. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and do the fangs. And then from the tail. That looks about right. Dozy says, many have a few dozen tragic backstories, and the pull out the appropriate one for whoever target they're extorting. Oh, okay. Sounds interesting. Rhubarb says, I always love Rogue who literally had nothing wrong happen in their life. Yeah, they just end up for the love of the game. Give that a quick play, make sure it works. We don't need a reference anymore. Boop. Play. Try it again. Play. Perfect. We've still got a few patterns left to do. Rubo says, did your parents die? No, they're perfectly fine in retirement. Did your house burn down? Nope. Then why the heck are you a rogue? I like to grab things, I accidentally take them sometimes. Yeah, just basic kleptomania. Alright, next up is the chops. So that's going from here to the corner of the mouth. And we'll just do it on the one side, so from here to the corner of the mouth. Dozy says, by the way, here's your dagger back. Rubo says also Smith turned rogue is always fun. Yeah. Alright, finally the eyebrows. Now we're gonna do this one on a separate layer, because we're gonna need onion skinning for this. New layer. Just drawing the starter of it. T, welcome back! Hi, T! How you doing? We're working on Scrungles today. Rio says, yeah, I used to be a locksmith too. Town guard thought I got too good at it and kicked me out. Anyway, so I broke back in to grab my gear. Toad says, that's the best tea! Does it make you the bestie? Yes. Earl Grey tea is definitely best tea. Anyway, T, hello, how you doing? Like frame. He says, I'm well, rainy day. Oh, wonderful. Rio says, oh, great. Nah, I prefer Michael White. Hi, T. Nobody says, does anyone wants to be my friend? Of course. I'd love to be your friend. Best friends forever. Dozy says, hug. Cute. But yeah, I'm glad you're having a rainy day. How's the weather been for you lately, T? I hear for a lot of folks the weather's been pretty wild lately. Nobody says, yay, fox friend! Yes! T says, hot! It's hot! It's damn hot! T says, today we've got a break with the rain. Oh, I'm so glad. Revo says, yeah, let me just grab my wallet, jumps out window, breaking glass. Revo says, I'm joking, I would be happy to be friend. T says, oh yeah, but yeah. I'm glad you're finally catching a break with this insane weather that a lot of folks have been having. I'm just glad it's not me complaining about the weather for a change. Although, it was 1 degree today. And I think it must have been freezing overnight. So it's unpleasantly cold for us. Rubo says, the wacky, crazy, goofy weather. Yeah. Nobody says, yippee, friend. Yeah, friendship. Alright, let's give that a play. Oh, whoa, that's got a few more frames than that. There we go. Oh, we missed a couple of ear colors. But aside from that, I think we got it. Ear color and ear color. Let's try playing that again. Next, got to do the patterning on the tail, and that's the running cycle done. That's alright. Oh, we missed a frame. Those frames. Play. Rubo says 1 degree? Oh wait, it's winter for you. I finally forgot. Yeah. It is winter in Upside Down Land. T says, oh, you can tank it. Well, yeah, I have always made to tank it, everything else I do. So, I could probably tank it. Ogre T says, getting bundled up some OC weather sounds downright pleasant. Oh, 0 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it is nice. I am trying to enjoy it as best I can. OGT says, if only we could get fall, but keep all the leaves and shade. Nobody says, yippee! Good job, Fox! Thank you! Rubo says, Fox, winter or summer? I like all seasons. And then fall or spring. Oh, well, we have a saying here in Australia. We've only got two seasons, too bloody hot and too bloody cold. We don't really get fall and spring. Or autumn and spring. But I like them all. I actually do find plenty to appreciate about all seasons. So, yeah, I can't really pick a favorite. Nobody says, I'm going for winter and spring. Oh, cute. I did really like, autumn in Canada. That was quite gorgeous. Last City says, rainy seasons are the best seasons. Yeah, I do love me a good thunderstorm. I understand some people are a bit upset by them, but I adore them so much. And then I think something like this. Meow, 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 meow. Alright, well, that'll have to do. Let's just go through and do all these light parts first. We're not gonna need Onion Skinny for this. Oh. So yeah, it goes from here to here. Alright, next up, the darkest spot. That just comes across here to there. Oh, Grey T says, I'm a winter spring person too. It's just tough because spring is so chaotic that the good weather is only for a week. Oh, I see. Nobody says, for me it's summer, where I have too much allergies. Ah, yeah. Allergies can suck. Nobody says, for me it's summer, where I have too much allergies. River says, fall and spring without sneezing. Oh, Grey says, autumn is pretty here. I just get sad when all the leaves are gone. I feel like I'm living in a nuclear winter. Yay! Fallout! Nobody says true. Ogre says Fallout environment. Yes, nobody says, I also love fall. Rubib says, when it's late fall, it's like sweater time, and I get to break out the hot chocolate and eggnog. Nobody says, I live near a forest. It's so pretty when the colors change. Oh, yes, I did so enjoy the tree color change in autumn when I was in Canada. Oh man, it was like the whole forest was on fire. Unlike just regular fires that we have in Australia. Nobody says sorry. Dozy says autumn is easily the best season. It sure is pretty. Rebub says same. I also have pine trees, so it's always a little bit of green in winter. Yeah, we have a lot of pine trees around here. Nobody says, but man, cherry blossom's just my favorite tree. Oh man, I was very fortunate to be in Japan during cherry blossom season. It was, yeah, and it was gorgeous. My God, just yeah. Walking along the canals, and I think it was Kyoto, and like, yeah, all the petals would fall into the canals, and they'd just be like absolutely, yeah, they'd just be like pink stripes. Gorgeous. Daisy says, it's interesting that we're talking about The winter set of seasons when they apply only to temperate parts of the world. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We only have two seasons here, too hot and too cold. Doesn't apply for us. Rhubarb says, we're friends now. We're going to get tacos later. Yay! Also, autumn has better food. I guess. Dozy says, soft tacos while enjoying the cool breeze and the colorful trees. Beautiful. Nobody says, damn, lurks. Happy lurking, nobody. Rhubarb says, hear me out. Alright. It's the least we can do. Okie dokie, let's see how that looks. Play. Oh, hang on, wait, we're missing a frame. Play. Alright. We got a running Chili Chomps. Chili Chomps is on the run. Rubo says, fall has... Oh, hang on. T says, my ears are open. I'm all ears. What, like a biblically accurate angel, just with ears instead of eyes? Daisy says, my eyes are reading. Rhubarb says, fall has spice, pumpkin soup, and hearty food. Winter is cold. Too cold for anything to warm you up. Spring is like everything is growing, and allergies are everywhere, and they only have like cucumber, and summer has watermelon, but is never consistent. Hence, fall has the better food. Oh, fair enough. Earl Grey says, you're sleeping on winter rhubarb. I hate to say it. Oh, okay. I've never tried winter rhubarb. Is it nice? Rhubarb says, winter has eggnog for like the early month, then it's just soup. Alright, so now we're onto the very last animation for Chili Chomps. That is the away. I don't know what I was drawing up here. Clearly I was sketching something. He says, I'm bundle maxing, fireplace, fluffy blankets, and hot tea, hot curry. Oh man, that does sound lovely. We do like a good fireplace. We had a fireplace where I was staying at in Canada, and yeah, that was a magical experience to be sure. Rhubarb says, now that's late winter fall weather. You're too depressed to cook good in winter, let's be honest. Dozy says, lol, it's a good argument, though many herbs and spices are harvested in summer because they have short growing seasons. Ah, interesting. Earl Grey says, fireplace is a depression undoer. Yes. Just something about watching a fire is endlessly entertaining. I think something in our, like, you know, early human experience just got us addicted to fire. Which is interesting, because fire is so incredibly dangerous. Rhubarb says, as an arsonist, yes, but do we have the energy in winter to go outside, bring in wood? Yeah. He says, you do all that in summer and fall. Oh yeah, you definitely don't. Well, actually, I prefer cutting wood in winter because all the protective gear you gotta put on, it gets really, really hot. So I much prefer doing chopping firewood in winter. Oh, and protective gear, I mean, like, when using a chainsaw, you want to wear lots of layers just in case something goes wrong. And also, just to protect from bits of wood that go flying around sometimes. So yeah, I much prefer cutting in winter. But I think that's just because it gets, like, you know, it gets to 0 degrees Celsius at the coldest here. Which, yeah, much rather be... Like, it doesn't get, like, anything below 0 often. Like, sometimes -5 degrees, but that's about it. Chili! So glad you could make it! You keep a big store of wood to get through the winter. Yeah. Or you have a gas fireplace, because it's 2026. Yeah, but gas is getting heckin' expensive. Remember says, you really want to heat a gas when you can hear the wood crackling. But yeah, gas is really, like, a lot of people around here are getting... Why? Oh, wait. Chili Chomps, is that your way of saying get back to work? You're trying to mute me so I do less talking, more scrungling? Also, Chili Chomps, we've got, we've made good progress. We've got your lurking mode. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So, lurking mode, and the run cycle done. Rhubarb says, fall is the only season where you can swim outside and cuddle up inside a fire. Chili Chomp says, no, I just never used it, and you're talking about the weather, so... oh, fair enough. Rhubarb says, also, you're not sweating or freezing your skin off. Chili Chomp says, oh, gee! Gee? 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 But yeah, we just gotta do the away, and, we're all set. You can finally have a Scrungle. Chili Chompers can finally join the Scrungle gang. Mew! Watches at 0. Oh, hang on. I don't have subtitles on. Let's turn subtitles on. There we go. Now you can watch it 0% and still be understanding. Rhubarb says, I have to stop glazing fall. Glazed yams happen in fall. Chili says, like the big toothy smile. Huh? Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to add teeth. Oh, yeah. Thanks for a reminder. I forgot to add the teeth to the running animation. Jump in and do that real quick. We're on the right frame. We're on the right layer. Okay, so we'll do the teeth first, and then we'll come back and do the white part of it second. Chili Chomp says, chompers. He says, you can't chomp without teeth. Exactly. How could I be so lax in my creations to not give Chompy teeth? It's a crime, truly. Alright, and we'll now go in and give them some white backing. Last one. There we go. Now you got some teeths. You got some big chompers. I'm running one too many frames. There we go. Much better. But yeah, we just gotta do the, Mew says, are you Chompy Chomp? No. Are you Stompy Stomp? No. But yeah, Chili, what do you think? Are we on the right track? Chili Chomp says, yeah, I think so. Wonderful. I'm very excited for you to finally have a Scrungle. Show them off again? Oh, sure. Okay, so this is, hang on, let's get it to 100%. There we go. So this is running. And then this is the lurking. And then this is the idol. Ozian says, Wizard! Ozian, welcome back! Ryo says, if I start yapping about magic again, we're doomed. And yeah, Chili Chomps, I know you said you would really like for the colors in the tail to flow, but that's gonna be so much work. Like, just getting it animated is a struggle, but also to get them to flow and then loop while flowing. Oh my goodness. I hope you don't mind if I sleep on that. Color says, still game searching. Still game searching. Why don't we search with you? Um. Hmm. Hmm. Is this gonna be like a one-shot thing, or are you looking for like a series to do? Also, is this something you want to do as a collab, or is this a solo thing? Dusky! Hey, Dusky! Welcome! Um... Rubo says, what kind of game? Cuddler says, something that people wouldn't mind seeing that isn't Talos right now. Chili says, oh yeah, the loop! I think I mentioned only having the teal streak come in and out the other way. Yeah, I hope you don't... Oh, hang on, the teal streak. Come in and out the other way. I'm not sure I follow. Could you try, rewording that? But yes, Dusky, hello! So glad you could make it! Welcome! We're working on Scrungles today. Currently doing, Chili Chomps. OC. We've got them munching on one of the default Scrungles, and here we've got their running animation, and, yeah. Very busy. Rebo says, like, I don't know, D&D? If not, Obsensor is fun. Very, very happy with the leg one. Now we've only got to do the, oh, Chili Chomp says, like, a lightning flash across a small portion of the tail on the away animation. I'm still not quite sure I'm following. Like, what do you mean by small portion of the tail? Dusky says, so scrungly! Yes! But yes, we've only got to do the away, and then, oh yeah, by the by, so Scrungles? So see all the little creatures jumping around the bottom of the stream? Those are Scrungles, and every now and then I will do a custom Scrungle for a viewer. Well, every now and then. I mean, every Thursday. So Thursday is dedicated Scrungle Day, and every Thursday we, yeah, make Scrungles. For one user. Sometimes multiple if I'm particularly quick. It's very rare that we get 2 Scrungles done in a day. Sometimes it'll take me 2 sessions to get 1 Scrungle done. But yeah, that's what the Scruнгle's about. They have a couple of commands, just lurk and sleep at the moment. Chili Chomp says, I'll probably animate it for you, XD. It could be totally added later very easily. Ah, okay. At least just to show you. Okay. Well, you should know all about animation. You've watched me do it enough. But yeah, we've just got to do the away version, and yeah, Chili Chomps is ready to join the Scrungles down in the Scrungle Zoo. But yeah, currently down the bottom we have, okay, going from left to right, we've got Una, the little fire guy. We've got Chaos, Chaos's dragon in the castle. We've got Rhubarb cruising around as their little rover. We've got Muor in the supplying saucer. We've got Rissy, also known as Rissine, their little kobold shark creature. And then we've got Turtle, hiding in their shell. And then the always lovely Just Nobody, lurking while munching their tail. Chili Chomp says, yes, senpai! Rhubarb says, Rubot! Yes, the Rubot! Oh! Cuddler! What about Omori? You could do Omori. Everyone loves Omori. Austrian says, I loved the Arabic Teto music. Um, Color says, maybe. What about Undertale? You could do Undertale. Rhubarb says, Omori is spooky. I like 7 Days to Die. Everyone's doing 7 Days to Die. I swear, if I have to watch another 7 Days to Die stream, I will probably die in 7 days. Color says, I could do a run of UT. Oh, what is UT? Seven Days to Die in Helldivers. Oh, yeah, Undertale. Heck yeah. Ultra Kill. Oh yeah, I've been actually meaning to play Ultra Kill for a while. I've watched a lot of lore videos of Ultra Kill, and oh boy, the lore really hits hard for me. Cutler says I don't have Ultra Kill. Oh, you could. Oh, if you need like a one shot, you could do a demo. There's plenty of cool demos out there. Color says 600 games, and man, I got nothing to wear. So, alright. I got an idea. So, the little boulder patch that Chili Chomps is hiding amongst. What if add a couple of little leaves to it, and then we can animate them sort of blowing in the wind as they're going through their idle. I'm just thinking about what we can do to spice things up a bit. But yeah, adding a couple of little leaves. They can kind of like blow in the wind a little. What do you think, Jelly? Does that sound fun? Sounds awesome! Wonderful! And then maybe a little bit of grass that can blow as well. Keller says, you know what? Submachine Legacy. Or maybe, wait, a game nobody's heard of. Okay. Rivo says Moto Terraria? I have many suggestions. Chili Chomp says, that sounds awesome! Oh, I read that. Rivo says, OG Deus Ex? Oh, that could be fun. Okay, so we've got that. Yeah, so we've got a couple of little braids of grass to flow. We've got a couple of leaves that can blow around a bit. We'll add another leaf at the end of this. Rebo says, or maybe Lambyland. There's a really cool web ARG. That's an actual game type to it. Alright, I like the feel of this. So, we're gonna start with an animation of them just sleeping. So we're gonna do like, okay, so we're gonna cycle through a few frames of them sleeping. We're gonna pull these leaves and the grass onto their own layer. So yeah, a couple of frames of them just sleeping. And then we'll loop it 3 or 4 times, and then we'll have the leaves and the grass looping on a separate layer. And then we'll have a couple of frames of them with their eyes open, and just looking around a little, and then back to looping through the sleeping idle a couple of times. So yeah, this is going to be quite a few frames for this one. Rhubarb says that has an actual game title. Oh wait, that. So how are folks enjoying the Scrungle Day? Also, is there anyone who doesn't have a Scrungle who really wants one? I know MC would quite like one, so we'll definitely have them at the top of the list. But is there anyone else who'd like to talk about? Oh, oh, Soma, that's a great idea. Oh man, I love Soma. And that's actually kind of. Oh, you don't have. Oh, wait, you don't have Soma? Soma? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Soma's a great idea. But yeah, because it's A, it's spooky, B, it's really, really good. And C, it's kind of a puzzle game, so it kind of fits in with the Talos vibe. So people who are, you know, with you for the Talos thing, but want something a little different, they're gonna be like really hyped that you're still doing puzzle stuff. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a great idea. Nailed it. Na, 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 na. So, Chili, do you want them to be having like a peaceful sleep, or like sort of more aggressive, I guess? Like, how do we do the eyes? Like, how well do you think your Scrungle would be sleeping? Because we can do the eyes kind of like this, where it's kind of like a fairly chill sleep. You know that they're getting the good Z's in, or we can have something a little more sharper. Like, they're not really sleeping quite so well. What do you think? I'm a puzzle game nerd. Yeah, me too. Oh, Cuddler! Okay, so... Actually, as a game developer, I feel like you might have opinions on this. I really want to make... Do you remember... Have you ever played, A Dark Room? Or, like, any other text adventure kind of games? Chili Chump says peaceful sleep? They need it. Okay. Peaceful sleep it is. Actually, why don't we... Oh, I have? Okay. So, I want to show you something real quick. It's going to take me a minute to set up, so please be patient. Apologies to chat if I fall behind. Let me see. I got two things I've got to run. I've got to run the bridge. Up with the bridge. Ah, there's this Twitch bridge. We've got a node into this. I can remember the command. Node server.js. Just wait for someone to type something in chat. Oh, okay, YouTube failed, but that's okay. I don't really care about that. Austin says, I'm absorbing power from a Tito song. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. It's working. Thank you, Cuddler. And now, if I hide... the... What's the special thanks? Special thanks. And... don't refresh on... active? Oh shoot, did that restart? Oh, lame. We'll hide this, and go... to... here... run Godot. Okay, while that's running, Chili Chum says, peaceful sleep. Osmian says, oh yeah, Rhubarb says, oh my god, I am bread. I hate that game impression. Cuddler says, oh my god, don't tempt me. Cute. So, Cuddler, this is Chat Party. This is a little something I've been working on for a hot minute now. And what it's doing is, so if I now hit play, and type in chat, I appear as a little Scrungle. But this has physics. And of course, this is all in the Godot engine. And the way it's working is, It's using this bridge to get data from YouTube chat and also the Twitch chat together, and based on that, it adds in little scrungles, and the scrungles have physics and stuff. But the important thing, and why this is relevant to the yes, it is an Node.js layer, and I'm like 90% sure I can bundle this in with a Godot executable, and it'll run the Node.js layer in the background of that. Like, they're separate now, but I'm pretty sure I can bundle them together. Or at least I hope I can. It's gonna be really awkward if I can't. But the idea is to use this node layer thing to pull information from Twitch and YouTube chats and use this to build a text adventure game. So I'm taking this information here, so people saying stuff, and then, yeah, basically just running like a little text adventure thing. So people can also do commands like exclamation mark, or I guess I'd use a star, but something, and then, you know, swings their sword at Spider. And yeah, just have like a... Yeah, just like a basic text adventure that's happening in chat. So instead of like having the chat scrolling on the side, it'd be like, you know, like a little text adventure thing that people are doing. And people can go on adventures and taverns and the usual stuff. I gotta finish the Scrungle thing though. This is why I developed this. Jumps over the bridge, exactly, and have like, you know, stats and charisma checks and that sort of thing. But yes, this is an idea I've had for a while now. I've wanted to make a text adventure for the longest time, but I've never really known what to do per se. Like, I can't just make a text adventure. I gotta, you know, make something cool. Like, you know, for example, putting scrungles in my head. Scrungle hat. But yeah, I haven't really had like a hook, and I think like a Twitch chat text adventure would probably be pretty fun. Anywho, that's the only reason I wanted to open this up. Let's terminate this. Rubo says, just heard thunder so loud it sounded like a truck crashing. Oh no, are you okay, buddy? Okay, so we want to cut the leaves and the grass onto their own layer because they're going to be animated separately. And they're going to be, yeah, in their own loop. So I'm just going to... Control X, all that. And you know what, we'll just animate everything else, and then we'll animate the grass and the leaves over the top once everything else is done. So we'll go ahead and remake that boulder. That rock there. Rio says, yeah, I'm okay. Ozin says, me power's real. Is it? MC says Scrungle's gone. Oh, yes, sorry, thank you. Thanks for the reminder. Scrungle's returned. Although they're being reset because I pressed a button that I shouldn't have. Rebo says, my skin has been stolen! It's okay. It's back. Color says, oopsies. It's okay, it happens. Let's bring back the special thanks as well. We gotta remember to shout out T and Echo and all the amazing people who helped me in my adventures. What the heck is it? What is this? Stardew? Huh. Ah, there it is. Special thanks. Boom, got it. Happy lurking, nobody! Cuddler says, also, I'm adding a special thing today. Ooh, what special thing? Rebob says, ew, because it was off, now there's crumbs underneath my skin. A little bit of dust, too. Oh, no. Hero says, was that Stardew notification? Must have been ages ago. Yeah, that's my OBS is kind of messy. There's a lot. It really needs a clean up. Really, really needs a clean up. Okay, so we're going to be doing a very simple animation loop for the away. So just the old squash and stretch, up and down. We're going to loop that. Oh, and we're going to have the tail moving just a little. Audion says, Fox, I can't hear you over the combination of beat it x bad apple. Fair, it sounds like a good problem to have. Rhubarb says, wow, couldn't be me. Don't look at my OBS. I don't want to be judged. It's okay. I think a lot of our OBSs are kind of messed up. Okay, so start a frame, and we want to make this a clone frame because most of this isn't going to be changing. And then, yeah, we'll get this tail moving a little. Oh, we're going to definitely want onion skinning for this. Alright, yeah, we'll start with the tail. We're gonna move this part here down a little. And the tip is going to flick, like that. Rubo says, I wanted to run by the gas station near me to grab a few snacks, but it's pouring outside. Oh no. Maybe you just run really, really fast? You know, run faster than the raindrops can hit you? Tail flicks a little there. And then we've got to do the squashing. So these cheek floofs are going to come in a bit. And up a bit. In a bit and up a bit. And we want to raise the ears up. So ears coming in a little and rising just a little. And rising. This bit here also coming in a little. Rising up. So, Cuddler, what is this special thing you're adding today? Also, wait, are you streaming today? Cuddler, when is the Soma stream starting? I don't want to miss that. Better not be when I'm streaming. You'll see soon. Oh, okay. I really don't want to miss it. I love Soma. I'm starting soon, but I'm debugging. Ah, I see, I see. Well, I'm going to be wrapping up soon, so why don't we raid into... Cuddler, let me know when you start, because I usually like to stop around the 3-hour mark. So, yeah, let me know when you're getting going, and we'll raid in, and starting soon. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll, yes. Definitely be raiding Cuddler today, then. And then we'll raise up the top of the head just a little. How's that look? Pretty good. Rubo says, or could guide the raid. Hehe, I'm not that evil. I mean, if you want to, if you want to waste your points, because I can also guide the raid, and I have infinite points. So yeah, go ahead. Rubo says, alright, time to ruin the economy. Wouldn't that fix the economy, though? We're draining liquidity from the economy. I'm pretty sure that improves it, right? With my 20k points. Wow. I can just hear Chaos laughing in the background. I think Chaos has got something like 200k. They've, yeah, they're... Chaos is kind of like the, Monopoly man, the Monopoly man of, Fox's channel points. Okay, bring it in and up a little again. Bow, 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 bow. Rubo says, Fox, you should be really spiteful and change the guide the raid redeem to be exactly 1 point. Too much for me to afford. I could. But I'm not that spiteful. Lucky for you, I'm not spiteful. Banana, 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 banana. What do you mean, dang it? I thought you would have hated that. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, let's give this a peek. Oh, hang on, we gotta close this off. Chili Chomp says, Fox, what drawing program do you use? So I can save this file. So I use Krita, but Krita can open Photoshop. So Krita can open PSD files. Actually, let's see what it can open. I know it can open PSD files. Let's see. Krita documents open. Open raster images. There we go. Photoshop. PDF. Oh, WebP. But if you just render it out as a GIF, I can just import the GIF as frames. PSD? I mean, if you're using Photoshop, but otherwise, like if you just render it as a GIF, then I can just import it as an animation. Oh, did not figure how to animate. Oh, that's okay. We're going analog. Alright, Rebub says the rain activity has got more intense. There's flash flood warnings. Oh no. Stay safe, buddy. We gotta add ear floof. I just realized, well, I realized a little bit ago, but yeah, I really gotta add in the ear floof. I've been putting it off. Meow, 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 meow. New frame. Okay, that's looking pretty good. We're gonna have the tail whip around a bit in the next frame. There's gonna be a simple 6-frame loop of the sleeping idol, and then, yeah, like I said before, we're gonna do some shenanigans. Oh, I just realized the tail doesn't fully connect here. Here. There we go. Chili Chomp says, alright, DM whenever you feel like it. I have a meeting in 20 minutes. Oh, we'll get right on it. Who says, Fox, what did you do? I don't know. What did I do? The rain stopped entirely. Oh, my bad. Did you want me to bring it back? So let's just send this to my downloads folder. We'll Control-S this in case this causes a crash, which PSD files sometimes can. Sometimes gets a little confused about the system. Yes, we're in a drought. Oh, well, you should have thought of that before you started complaining about the rain. Look, it was a lot of work to stop the rain, man. Now you're just asking me to turn it back on? Come on, man. Alright. Pretty sure that's downloaded now. Let's go ahead and open. Chili's tail flash. Uses the full 6 frames, we could probably delay it to use 3 or more. Okay. Ah, okay, so there's a little... Okay, so there's a little electro worm that runs down it. Ah, I see. Okay. I can do that. You put a lot of effort into this. Good job, Jelly. Turn 1 off, then 2 off, etc. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I get what you're going for. Yep, I can do that. Chili Chomp says, it took 5 minutes. Yeah, but you did good. Make egg. Huh? Why we make an egg? Cuddler's laying an egg? Alright, now we're gonna flick the tail over, so we're gonna bring the inner part, well, in. But the outer part is gonna get left behind, like so. And because momentum's a thing, and swish and flick. Also, we didn't bring the eyes in at all. Hi, Russie! Chili Chomp says, the tail has no discernible pattern, so you can just make it look however looks good. Oh, so the way I've been doing it is I've been using the little... Oh, I don't actually have any fluff spikes on this one. But the little fluff spikes, I've been using those to help me define where the patterns go. It just makes it so much easier to make the patterns if I can just trace between the various fluff spikes. You know? Animation's hard, man. Anything I can do to make it a little easier. Bow, bow, bow. Bow. Bow, bow. Happy lurking, buddy! Chili Chomp says, well, thank you, Fox. I appreciate it. Yay! We love a happy chili. Alright, so there's some tail blue spikes. Yeah, so flicks over. Flicks over. Yeah. Perfect. And now the tail's going to be coming back inwards. Oh, hang on, still got to do the ears and the head. But yeah, now we're coming back down. So I'm going to erase out all of this, and that, and that, and that, and all of this. Oh my god, all this is going to be redrawn. And that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Wrong. We've got a lot of spots we got to tidy up as well. Rizzy says... Oh, sorry, Cuddler says, starting up in a minute, doing a pre-sequence. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just finish off this frame, and then I think we'll raid into Cuddler. And, watch them play Soma. Game that's very close to my heart. Wait, was this flexing in? Yes, flexing in. Now we're going to start flexing out. So... out and down. Warzone says, the power of memes made me open my fifth eye. Congrats? Half-loof, and the ears going to be left behind a little by the momentum. There we go. Just a little bit. Also, oh, read that. And yeah, I think we'll definitely get this finished off. First thing, maybe I'll get it done between streams, but if not, we'll definitely have this done first thing, like very, very early in the next stream. Well, the next Thursday. Happy lurking chaos. So these have been rising up, and now they're gonna be falling down and coming out. So falling down. Out, and the eyes as well. Oh, and this little hair spike. This is definitely gotta come down. Eyes. Wait, eyes going out. This way. There we go. Ozzy says, I need to hit the hay. Hope you have a cutesy stream and remember to kiss your homies goodnight. Alright, kisses Ozzy goodnight. Goodnight, Ozzy. I got a feeling that Oswin just says that because it's fishing for kisses. Have I been manipulated? Have I been played? Oswin's been playing me like a fiddle this whole time. Whoever says, I'm gonna get a hard drive for my PC. I'm almost out of storage. Oh, I thought you had an M.2. I mean, I thought you had an old hard drive and you'd also gotten an M.2. Una says, oh, you've been fiddled. I hope not. I don't want to be fiddled. Blushes. Let's see. Keep an eye on Cuddler's stream on my second screen. Okay, so Cuddler's, okay, they've got their starting soon thing up. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Out the corner of my eye, and we'll raid into them once they're ready to go. Bow, 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 bow. So... Okay, next frame. Duplicate frame. And we're continuing bringing the tail in. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looping on 6. So I'm gonna right click, copy this keyframe, paste this here. And I think we'll be tweening this. Bow, bow. So that gets tweened. That's gonna need tweening. That's gonna need tweening. Yeah, this one should be really, really quick. We just averaging out the 2 frames. Bow, 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 bow. And then we gotta do the coloring. Then we gotta do the leaves. Then we gotta do the eye open version. And looking around. And then, did I say the coloring? Yeah, we gotta do the coloring, the leaves and grass, the eye open, and then we're done. Goes there. And nice and easy. There we go. Rubab says my storage isn't even a terabyte. I don't think I have a terabyte either. Rubab says, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep my old storage and my old PC for siblings. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you probably will need another hard drive then. And this one comes over here. Rubo says, I was looking and I realized I didn't get a hard drive. Oh! Wait, I thought you said you got an M.2. Zoom out and play. Okay, this one could definitely be slowed down a lot. So let's slow this down to 8 frames per second. There we go, that's quite nice. Rio says, yeah, a stick. Huh? Oh, cuddle started. Oh, big stretch. Oh. Stretch of the week. Yeah. Alright, let's queue up the raid. Well, it's been a fun day. We've, oh man, we actually got quite a bit done. We got the run cycle and the lurk cycle done for Chili Choppers, and we got, like, maybe half of the away cycle. So yeah, we are very, very close to finishing Chili Chompers. I'll either, if I can find the time, get it done during the week, or we'll definitely get it done like really, really early next Thursday. But yeah, I'll hold on to the Chili's PSD, and let's get the raid cooking. Control C, Control V, slash raid, Cuddler. Done! Ha! Nailed it. But yes, again, thank you so much everyone for coming along. Big thank you to Ancient Wonder for the follow, and Electroshock for the raid earlier. That was very much appreciated. We do love a good raid. But yeah, so tomorrow is, what is tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow we're working on emojis. We're actually working on emoji commission for Drowsy, Dozy, Dozy. Yes. So yeah, sorry, Dusky. We're working on an emoji commission for Dusky, and oh boy, I got the first one we're going to be working on is really, really cool. They got something called tippies. Which, you know, when dogs do that little dance when they're excited, they requested that as an emote, and we made a start on that, and it looks super, super cool. Can't wait to show you that. And, yeah, tomorrow's Power World? Oh, Power World's coming out? Oh, wonderful. Yes, so tomorrow is emojis. We all love emojis, and, man, I got some really cool ones can't wait to show off. And the day after that is Cobblemons. And we do love a good bit of Cobblemons, so huge thank you for everyone for showing up. And, yeah, let's go watch Cuddler play some Soma. Man, I love Soma and I love Cuddler, so it's going to be a good time. But yes, thank you so much for coming along. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Also, I love you, Scuzzy.
That's really high. 100 degrees. Actually, no, at 102. I'm gonna be else. I change his shirt. Oh. Oh Jesus, yeah.
Fox raid, Fox raid.
How. So yeah, the something new
Fox raid.
is here.
Fox raid.
Oh,
Fox raid,
wow.
Fox raid.
Give me that. Swear. Falling snacks. That's all I gotta say is falling snack.
Fox raid. Rubear underscore pie. Thanks for creeping me.
I'm
I
terrified.
swear I literally followed you before we raided. Why did it ask me to follow?
Trust me. My Twitch is just drunk all the time. Just don't worry about it. All right. Your choice. Do I? Terrified. I want to go safe mode.
Maybe follow twice, duh.
Bet.